Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ballin, and I'm back at it again with another Madden 22 franchise video. Today we got the Seattle Seahawks. We are still undefeated, 10-0, and we're going against the 9-1 New England Patriots. So this should be a GG just going based off of his record. It looks like the 49ers are still undefeated, and we go up against them next week. So it should be a couple of good games, man. We got a couple of good matchups coming up. And then slowly but surely, we will definitely go into the Super Bowl. So if you want to just skip to see the teams, go ahead and go to the timestamp that I'll list below. If you want to just go ahead and skip straight to the gameplay, go to the other timestamp that I listed below here, all right? But if you want to just see me manage the team and go through all this stuff right here in the menu, check out some of the stats and all that, then you can just go ahead and watch from right here, all right? So first off, press conference. Let's go ahead and do this. I like to approach these humbly, because I don't want them to give me some crazy try and give me some sort of, sorry, I was reading all that stuff. Try and give me some sort of crazy objective that I gotta hit that is virtually impossible. So, you know, just play it cool, man. Play it cool. Do I? Yes. Okay, cool. So here's everyone that I'm upgrading on my squad. Croswell, actually, I don't want you there. I would like, what I like. I don't know who I would like. Pass rush for sure. Drake Jackson. I don't even know if he starts. We're starting Drake, man. All right, cool. Now we'll go ahead and hit up these upgrades, and then we'll check out his squad, and then we'll go ahead and get into the game. So Trent Murphy, speed rushing, of course. Of course. There's no other thing that I would rather put there. And I guess run stopper, which we'll put on Adams, even though I don't think he starts. And then Kenyon Green, we're gonna put pass protector. You need better pass blocking, right? I pass a lot more than I would like to admit. I just turned into a passing type of player with a little bit of run thrown in the mix. So, all right, cool. Everything's set up. Let's go ahead and just check out the squads real briefly. So, Russ, Chris Carson, DK, Tyler Lockett, Dwayne Eskridge, Hayden Hurst, that other guy. Who cares about the line? What's my D line? Oh, Dunlap. No. Put the rookie in. Oh, that makes no sense. How is he even so much higher? I have no clue why this guy is so much higher in overall, but hey, I'm starting the rookie from now on. And then we got the other rookie right here, Mathis. So we started 2 rookies. That's how we do it, man. And then we got Nakobe Dean right here. We got Ben Kurt Irvin, Cody Barden, Keon Crossan, Ronald Darby, Trey Flowers. Let's go. Marquise Blair. Let's go. Jamal Adams and Ashari Croswell. Are you kidding me? Stacked. Dwayne Eskridge right there. And then Jamal Adams in the sub linebacker spot. And then if we take a look at his team, I have no clue what to expect, to be honest with you. So let's see. Trevor Lawrence. What? That's not Nyheim Hines. This guy's made a lot of trades or pickups in the free agency. Oh my God. So Keon Crossan can keep up with him, and they're around the same height. So I shouldn't be too worried. But like 95 and 98, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna still try and sneak some man in there, but this may be a zone game. His D-line, badass. Oh my God. That's crazy. Yo, I see why he's 9-1. This dude's defense is stacked, except for him. Desmond King, except for him. But everything else is just so stacked. It's scary almost. But we're going to get the job done anyway. So, all right, those are the squads. Now let's go ahead and get into the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here's me, Cole Hardman. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. His first carry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now a give, right side. Hines, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Back into his end zone. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's Lawrence. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. I never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and
got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Hardman on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Brooks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's Hardman on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 27, Lawrence. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jordan Brooks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder. He's got a man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big play there for the Patriots. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Not much there, only a yard. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. But I have to say, a very solid performance.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A 2nd fumble recovery in this 1st quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the 1st fumble recovery, they were eager to get a 2nd one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Now a give, right side. Carson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Carson. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Now you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
"34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. Complete. Smith has it.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Lawrence on first down.
To the right side, and he's got more. Complete. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots are back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson being chased out left. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And boy, just showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
3 yards remain for second down.
Throwing is Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence flush to his right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Patriots. They'll run on first down. Hines. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Lawrence taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go back to Carson here on second. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On second and 11 now, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DJ Dallas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
Patriots at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Brooks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there for the Patriots. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence
taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Carson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who wear gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the shotgun, this will be Dallas.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54,
On 1st down, Carson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Hardman on the return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That one's probably going to backfire.
And they take a knee. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they will take a knee here. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Hey, Orbit, let's get it.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
And now here is another interception.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
114 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
54's Mike.
Wilson wants to throw it. Buying time to his left.
He'll spot Eskridge open left side.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Hardman on the return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
On play action, Lawrence
Rolling to his left. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Carson, the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire...
All right, so we got ourselves another dub. Now let's go ahead and hit up these upgrades. I was not expecting it to be that much of a blowout. I wasn't even expecting to blow it at all. I was expecting a GG. So I am shocked, surprised, all that stuff. You don't expect to see it. I'm not going to go and play the 49ers. And I didn't mean to hit route runner. I'm not going to go and play the 49ers and expect the same sort of results. I'm going to keep playing this smart, you know? Like, yeah. Let's upgrade Jordan Book speed rushing. Because homie's out there stopping the run almost effortlessly. Keon Crossan, that boy went off this game. Cool, +5 awareness. Now, the more awareness we can get on this man, the better. That's for sure. Kobe Dean was balling out. Nice. Almost got him unlocked. We close. Croswell, hybrid. All of y'all did well out there, my soldiers. So cool. Those are all the upgrades. Look, we got tons of staff points we can spend. Let's discuss the results of playing a hot opponent. So how did it feel to ball out there, Ballin? Is that what they call you, Ballin? Why, yes, it is. Left tackle. +10 break tackle, play recognition, and tackle defense. That's insane, bro. Like my team is playing so well because we're 11-0. So it's making them react to the ball much faster. Like, I ain't even gonna front and say my team is not tough to beat, because they are. But I feel like his team stood probably the best chance, and he just didn't capitalize. Like he was pretty upset about that. But yo, I'm doing this. Yeah. Okay, I just dipped in the fountain of youth for my boy Russ. So that's awesome. He should come out balling again next season too. That's what I'm talking about. Because you know what, man? I'm trying to take these Seahawks to a few Super Bowls, man. Like, I really like the way this team is set up. Russ is officially leading the league in passing yards. The only other person was him, Trevor Lawrence. So we are now number 1 in passing yards. DK Metcalf is the number 1 wide receiver. His guy was the number 1 before, I think. But I don't know. I didn't really check this last time. Jamal Adams still leading the league in interceptions. I don't think he got one that game, but it's all good. We're 11-0, bro. Washington football team's still there. Browns are still undefeated. And neither one of them are losing. And same thing with the 49ers. I was the only one who had a close, well, what should have been a close game this week. The rest of them have pretty easy games on their schedule. So it doesn't look like anyone else is going to leave no longer undefeated. But, you know, it's all good because we balling out here. And we got to go up against the 49ers, and that's going to be a game for who's going to stay undefeated in our division. That's the first time I have to play him. Wow. Okay. Well, anyways, man, if you stuck this far, definitely thank you. Please like the video just so, you know, help out the algorithm, try and get some more people to watch my videos. That'd be awesome. Comment below if there's anything else you would like to see on this channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.